Hi, I'm Jennifer Thompson and I'd like to help you script your life for abundance. Abundance means different things to different people. For some people, abundance could be, getting a new job, a more fulfilling job. Maybe abundance for some others could be attracting more wealth. And for some people, life would be a lot sweeter if they had a significant other. So everybody has different ideas of what abundance means for them. Abundance could be a healthy family, a better world. So abundance means different things to different people. But the techniques or the ways to attract that abundance are quite similar, no matter what your desires are. And I'd like to help you with some of these techniques in attracting greater abundance in your life. So one of the techniques is really scripting a vision for your life. And because science has shown that in writing down your goals or your desired outcomes, you're 42% more likely to achieve them. And that can be significantly increased with certain other techniques that come into play as you script your life for greater abundance, or script a life where you're achieving some of the outcomes you've desired for years, and maybe you've shelved them, or maybe you've just not had the faith to believe that you can have them. So I'd like to help you with some of that, and it's through scripting. And so I've been journaling for about 5 years, but only in the last 3 years have I been journaling with greater intention, or with a more focused approach. So maybe set aside, one morning a week, just for about half an hour. If you cannot afford half an hour, then maybe even 20 minutes, but set aside some time once a week, and with a journal and a very quiet spot, write down a quiet spot in the house or outside, somewhere really quiet, uninterrupted. Write down exhaustively a list of all the things you desire. Maybe there's not a lot that you really do desire. Maybe you already have all that you really want. But if there's something that you really desire in your life, that you believe is your abundance, or that you believe will in some way improve your life, then write it down. So write down a list of all the things that you really would like, a vision for your life. Set aside once a week and write down a vision for your life. So that's what I do once a week, just write down a vision for my life. And I've written down making an impact on this world. And I've written down a healthy family, health for both my family and for the world. And also I've written down I'd like a lucrative contract, and my articles published in some major publications. So I've written down some of the vision I have for my life. So you write some of the things that you desire for your life, that you believe will make your life, just a little that much sweeter. So write it down. I've written down a trip that I'd like to make in a couple of months to Bali, the Maldives, Bhutan and Singapore, because I like to visit family. So write down some of the things you'd really like to achieve in your life. And while the vision starts first with the thought, what you need is your vibration changes in response to your emotions. So while you're writing these things down, it starts with your mind, of course. These are the things you'd like for your life. But I would encourage you to add as much detail as you can about these things that you'd like to achieve, or the outcomes you desire for your life. Write down as much detail as you can about the things you want. So if it's a better job you want, write down some of the detail of what a better job would look like. Even better yet, write down what it would feel like if you've accomplished these things. So let's say for me, it's I want to travel to some of these places to visit with family, and also because some of these items are on my bucket list, I would write down then as well as much detail as I can on what those places would feel like, or how I would feel once I've achieved these, or what would it feel like when I'm there, making an impact in this world. I write down how I would feel when I see lives change. So write down, if it's a relationship you're desiring, write down as much detail as possible about what that relationship would look like. Better yet, what would it do for you emotionally once you achieve these things? Because it's your things change in response to your energy, and your energy changes in response to your emotions. And so while the ideas, the vision starts with your mind, you feed the vision with your energy or your emotions. And those emotions surface when you write down how you'd feel, the joy, the happiness, the sense of accomplishment, how you'd feel when you've achieved some of these things on your vision list. And then on the next page, so here you've written down the vision, or all the things you'd like to achieve in life, or to your sense of abundance. And then the next page, you write down all the beliefs that you need to have in order to support the vision you desire. So I've got here, making an impact in this world, and I've written down, I am capable of making an impact in this world. I'm open to what that would look like. And then let's say for you, maybe it's to get a better job. Then you might write down, I have the capacity to attract a better job or a better role in the company I'm at. So write down the beliefs you need to have in order to support that vision. Now, two things you want to be really aware. As you write these things down, starting with your vision, become aware of how your body or your mind responds as you write these things down. Let me give you an example. Maybe what you want is to attract more wealth. As you write it down, write down how much more you'd like to, how much more income you'd like every year. As you write it down, become aware of how your body responds to it. So let's say you want to write down, I'd like an income of 250,000 a year, and become aware how your body responds. Maybe it'll say like, oh, wait a minute, I don't even need that sort of money. Become aware of what your own internal thermostat is for both relationships, for money, for anything you desire. And why you want to become aware is because really what you want to do is have a more expansive life. Become aware of your limitations. Writing things down will really give you a sense of what your limitations are. And of course, the next page, like I said, write down all the beliefs you need to have to support the outcomes you desire. Once you've done that, once a week, do this. Once you've done that, just be quiet for a bit and pick one item on that vision list. Just pick one item. And I want you to imagine, to picture life. Imagine what life would be like if you actually achieved one thing on that list. I want you to picture what it'll feel like. How much more life would be enriched if you accomplished one thing on that list. I'm Jennifer Thompson, and make an impact in your life, because I believe it will. And it'd be a great way to start the year as well, as we're reaching the end of 2020. I think journaling might be a great way to start to create change and create your own reality.